Good morning, John Carroll. Let's start with some announcements.
Today is Thursday, May 13th. Today we will follow an A-Day schedule. Surprise, we will have a blue and gold Spirit Jeans Day tomorrow to celebrate our very own softball team hosting their regional final game here at John Carroll. The most spirited student in each grade will receive a Chick-fil-A gift card. The softball regional final game will begin at 4:30 p.m. tomorrow afternoon here at John Carroll. See an email forthcoming from Coach Grudy for ticket information. Attention to those interested in joining Anchor Club. There will be a second meeting to discuss club leadership this coming Monday at 2:35 in the Commons. Attention all Alpha members who are signed up to serve on the St. Joe's retreat. Please meet in the chapel today at 2:45 for prayer and retreat planning. NHS will hold its last meeting of the year tomorrow at 2:35 in the gym. All junior and sophomore members should attend. Your SAT word of the day is dire. Definition of a situation or event, extremely serious or urgent. Used in a sentence. After failing both tests and only having one homework assignment left to build up his grade, the student was in dire need of extra credit. Now over to Tommy.
All right, the first question today. Which planet in our solar system is the brightest? Again, which planet in our solar system is the brightest? The second question. Which kind of organ transplant is done most frequently? Which kind of organ transplant is done most frequently? So go ahead and post that on the sticky note, put it outside your door, and I'll come collect it in the first period. Now back to Ella and Riley in the studio.
Proud to have Haley and Will and everyone from our new morning show team here with us.
Thank you, ma'am.
Our juniors stepping into that leadership role, and that's kind of a little bit of what I'm here to talk about today. So, obviously this year's been one of the most unique school years we've ever had at John Carroll. And in the beginning of the school year, you'll probably remember Mr. Brick and I made videos going over the rules because we couldn't speak to everyone at orientation. One of the things that we said that we were focusing on the most was mask usage and following social distancing. And because of that, I think that some of our other rules, which have always been rules here at John Carroll about dress code, cell phone use, etc., some of those other rules we've maybe not let slip a little bit, but we were focused on masks and we were focused on combating COVID, which we did a fantastic job of, and I'm so proud of our students for. But right now, what we'd like to do is a new initiative as we get ready to start in the fall. It's actually called John Carroll Rise, which stands for Raising Individual Standards Every Day. So we're really trying to go back to basics, focus on some of the basic rules and guidelines that we have here at school. So I'll just take a minute and talk through some of them right now. So rising is defined, right, as the act of moving from a lower position to a higher one. And we know that right now all of our classes are getting ready to move up and assume leadership positions. Our juniors are moving to seniors. We're in a process of, our seniors are not here with us anymore on campus, and we're in the process of everybody moving up. We want to raise the standards here at John Carroll, and some of that means going back to basics with the rules. I'm going to talk fast, so stay with me. So while it may not be easy, we're going to recommit ourselves to our mission, which seeks to develop students academically, spiritually, physically, and emotionally. So in the classroom, outside the classroom, we're always John Carroll students, and we always carry ourselves as such. So our hope is that by holding everyone accountable, that we can help our students rise to the expectations of their future and really achieve the goals that you have for yourself. So we're going to talk about some individual standards. I see they're rolling it. We're moving quick through here. This is great. All right. The first one has to do with everyone's favorite, dress code. We believe that excellence is intentional, and our dress code should reflect this belief. Part of our goal in a dress code, it's not just like, why do I have to do this and tuck my shirt in and this place is terrible. We're trying to teach you how to carry yourself, how to, when you go for a job interview, when you're in a professional setting, how are you supposed to look? Because it does matter, right? So we want to make sure that our shirts are tucked in at all times, that you're wearing your lanyard. I know some of you have probably accumulated 4 or 5 of them over the course of the year. Find one and put it around your neck when you get to school. Wearing a belt at all times, and obviously for ladies, making sure that our skirts are of an appropriate length, no rolling, okay? If the shoe fits, wear it. So if that's you, ladies, you know who I'm talking to. The next one is cell phone usage. So our intention here at school is that you're focused on 2 things while you're at school: learning and building community. So your academics and building relationships with one another. Cell phones distract from that. I know I'm as guilty as anybody else of falling down an Instagram hole, right? Yes, and we know that like your brain like kind of like stops functioning. You're in like a weird alternative space when you fall into that, like staring at your phone for so long. So here at school, we believe that your cell phone needs to stay away from 8 to 2:30 per the John Carroll Handbook. This has always been our rule. We're not doing anything different. We're just starting to enforce it more intentionally, okay? If you have your phone out, you'll see on the screen some of the consequences there regarding demerits. A teacher might say, they might give you one warning, put it away, and then they might say, I need to take your phone, because really we're focused on classroom instruction, and during lunch, your friends are right here. You can look at your phone after school. Be with your friends. Be present. Be in the moment when you're here at school. Okay, the next one is attendance. Oh, ladies and gentlemen, attendance. You're going to hear me talk about attendance like crazy in the fall. We've got to get better with being present at school. We believe that we learn best when we're here. We learn best in community, and you got to be here to learn. To get the value of a John Carroll education, you have to be at John Carroll. Imagine that. So the only excused reasons for an absence are an illness, a death in the family, or any sort of legal appointment. And there's all sorts of guidelines in the handbook of how you would get an absence excused or unexcused. We're going to go through all of that in a lot of detail in the fall. We're going to be changing some of our policies because, again, if you're here at John Carroll, we want you actually here. And also, again, with attendance and punctuality, we're trying to train you for the future. So an employer, you can't just like roll in when you want, right? You have to be on time, doing your duties. It's same thing with individual class periods. It says arrive to school and class on time, meaning you're in class when the bell rings. And also, I think the next slide talks about this, or maybe not talking about bathroom usage, but you need, for attendance, no wandering. Students, do you hear me? No wandering. No visiting. School is not a time to just like be like, oh, I just want to like pop in and see this teacher on her planning period. No. You may not stop by Miss McClure's office. You may not stop by other teachers, especially senior teachers now. They don't have students. They're here to work, and so are you. So be where you should be. Don't wander around. We're going to find you. The next thing has to do with bathroom usage. Like I said, in order to succeed academically, you have to be present in class. There's no need to be in the bathroom for a long period of time. If you have a medical issue, come talk to me, okay? I'm being real serious here. So there's no need to be like in the bathroom for 20 minutes. It's making me a little suspicious. So we really also don't want to see the same students using the bathroom all the time throughout the day. Mr. Brick, Mrs. Miller, myself, Miss Remsen, we are not dummies, okay? So be where you should be, which is in class. I think that's all of it. I ran through a lot of it very quickly. But obviously our goal, as I said again, is to rise together, to focus on holding students accountable, and to put you and all of our students on the path to success. So thank you. We know that next year we're hopeful for a return to full normalcy, and that means we got to start getting back to normal rules as well. So thank you, students, and I don't know, do we have time for?
Why would you pause it? Go.
Thank you for watching. I hope you have an amazing day, and go Rams!